everybody, how's your week going? Friday again. Missed last week again. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Anyway, it's Friday. Today we're going to talk about motivation. So motivation is the topic of the day. So we all need motivation in order to get things done. That's basically what motivation is. When we find the motivation, that is generally what makes us get up in the morning. So what you feel like you're living for or whatever, if you've got something to work towards. Motivation is the drive to take action or working towards a goal or something like that. It's influenced by how much you want something, what you'll gain from it, and also your personal expectations of yourself and what motivates you individually. So how do we find motivation? That's the big question. So first of all, I believe that you need to get clear on what it is that you want. I know I've said this time and time again in my life, but clarity, I think, is definitely the first step. It's almost impossible to know where to start if you don't have a clear goal in mind or you don't know what you want. So spend some time, first of all, thinking about what exactly it is that you want in this moment in life. You don't have to have your whole life planned out. You don't need to have a goal in every aspect of your life. Just pick one area, set an achievable goal. So don't make it too easy or you'll get bored easily, or don't make it too hard or you might give up too soon. I read something about this thing called the Goldilocks rule. So not too easy, not too hard, just right. So that's sort of a rule to making a goal, I guess. If you find yourself feeling unmotivated to work on a task, it's often because you've drifted into an area where you're bored, or you've been shoved into an area of great difficulty or it's too hard, and then you kind of give up or lose motivation. So there's lots of goal setting methods. Obviously, everybody's probably heard of the SMART goals. I reckon just keeping it simple is the best. So I think the most important things are, as long as you know what you want and set yourself a time frame, that's all you really need, I believe. Know what it is that you want and know when you want to achieve it by. So in order to achieve a goal, you need motivation, obviously. You need the ability to persist through obstacles, and you also need endurance to keep you going when any difficult times along the way or any obstacles that you face. Also, like it can be physical and mental difficulties along the way as well. So we'll use a couple of examples here to demonstrate. So let's use like a fitness goal to run 10Ks as an example, or a weight loss goal to lose 5 kilos or 10 kilos. So most of us have likely have had something around one of these health or fitness goals at some point in their lives, or many points in their lives perhaps. So think about your goal. So for example, here we're using the fitness or weight loss goal, and ask yourself the following questions. So ask yourself why you want it. Is it to be more mobile? Is it to play with your kids easier? Is it to live a longer, healthier life? Is it to feel better about yourself, etc.? So why do you want it? Ask yourself what it will give you when you get that goal. Will it give you self-esteem, confidence, happiness, the power to keep going, inspiration, whatever it happens to be? So what it will give you to have that goal. Ask yourself how you'll feel when you've achieved that goal. So will you feel a sense of achievement? Hopefully you will. Be a good milestone. Will you feel more confident that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to? Will you be more likely to give things a go, knowing that you can achieve things? So asking yourself how you'll feel. And then the last one is asking yourself what you'll miss out on by not having it, or not being that person, or being at that weight, or having that fitness. So like you might feel unfulfilled in your life. You might miss out on trying new things. You might not put yourself out there for new opportunities in life, so something in work, something in pleasure. Think about the pain of not doing something being greater than the pain of actually doing it. That's a different way to look at it. And in the end, it's easier to actually take that action than feel the pain for years and years of not taking that action and being unhappy, or feeling like you're overweight or not fit enough or whatever. So sometimes you'll lack motivation or come to an obstacle that you need to overcome. This is normal. This is a natural process. I've just got a few tips of how you can, things that you could possibly try to keep motivated and keep moving forward. So adjust your goals. It might be too hard or too easy, like I mentioned earlier. Ask yourself what really matters to you now, or what will make you happy. So again, that might be adjusting something there within your goals. Break your goal into smaller steps. If you're getting overwhelmed, the goal might be too big. Just start somewhere, start small. Remind yourself why you want to achieve the goal, so the questions that we just went over. Remind yourself of things that you might have achieved in the past to sort of remind yourself of what you're capable of. tell people about your goal. I find this is a good one, like your friends and family. Then they'll be able to help keep you motivated. They'll also help keep you accountable. So by telling people about this goal, they'll ask you about this periodically. So that's kind of like a, damn it, I haven't done anything. So you might kick yourself up by getting on with it again because someone's asked you about it and you haven't been doing what you've set out to do. Adding something into your life that you're going to do regularly will help form a positive habit. So habits are a big thing with motivation, I think. If you schedule some time into your day, the same time each day preferably, this is easier to form a habit. And I spoke about habits in one of my early on podcasts, so you could refer back to Facebook Live, so you could refer back to that if you like. Rewarding yourself when you reach small steps. If it's a weight loss goal, obviously don't do that by going out for lunch or for dinner or something, but do something else nice for yourself instead. Finding a mentor or support group to chat to others, support each other, ask questions, share stories, and also help keep you accountable that way as well. Being able to recognize procrastination. So when you feel like this is happening, ask yourself and commit to taking one small step immediately towards your goal there and then to help overcome that procrastination. Develop resilience. So I spoke about this a few topics ago as well in one of my Facebook Live topics, so you could refer to this, but this is being able to bounce back after a setback or an obstacle, etc. So we may not always be motivated about things, but use the time that you are motivated to give it a good shot and smash your goals. And I believe that anything to be sustainable long term, you need to allow yourself time to have a rest, have a treat, rather than going without for so long. Realizing that this is okay, and otherwise it can be harder to stay motivated if you're like depriving yourself of rest or depriving yourself of the odd treat here and there. So I think maybe perhaps you could work on something like being good most of the time, maybe not all of the time, allowing yourself that time to go out for a drink with a friend or whatever it happens to be. So for example, you could set like a little mini goal of if you've got a running goal to run 4 or 5 times a week instead of every day of the week, or clean eating 6 days a week out of the 7, that sort of thing. And just keep in mind that end result, also what you'll gain and how you'll feel once you've achieved that goal. So there we go. Hopefully that's motivated you to sit down and look at things and maybe set a goal to get started on. So have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.